So last November, I inherited this 1981 Yamaha XS650H Special 2 motorcycle from my brother-in-law who passed. And his children didn't know anybody who had ever resurrected or restored or rebuilt a motorcycle that had been sitting in the garage for 20 years. And so the job landed on me. And having had 17 motorcycles and rebuilt and built more than a few, I figured it was something that I could do over the winter. And so I went through it. The good news was the gas tank was completely full when he parked it. So it was full of gunk now, but it wasn't rusted. So I took that all apart and flushed it 8 or 10 times and finally got all the goo out of it and put in all new fuel lines and rebuilt the petcock, but I had trouble getting the petcock to seal, and when I was working on it I discovered that the hose for the vacuum connection for that fancy petcock was cracked and broken, and I think that might have been the reason why the bike wasn't running when he parked it 20 years ago. And so I cleaned out all the fuel system, rebuilt the carbs. One of the carbs had a crack in the casting, so I chased down an extra set of carbs and replaced that and rebuilt them and put in new seals and put them all back together. And then I just kind of step by step went through everything else. I replaced the front brake lines to the OEM standards and took apart the caliper and put in a new stainless piston. The pads were good. They had about 50% of their life left in them, so I went ahead and left them, and the same was true with the rear drum. Those pads also were about 50%, so I left them in for now. I took the wheels all off, put on new tires, new tubes, and had them aligned and balanced, and got that all back together. While I was at it, I checked the chain and it was stretched, so I put a new chain on it, put a new rear sprocket. The kit came with both sprockets. I didn't put the front one on, so it comes with a new front sprocket, and basically went through everything else. The mufflers were both rusted through on the bottom, on the back, and so I chased down a pair of used mufflers and put those onto it. And I putzed with that petcock and I couldn't get it to seal very well, so finally I thought the heck with it and I just put a new petcock on and deleted the vacuum piece of it. None of my 17 motorcycles ever had that, and I got along fine, so. I figured that was okay, and then through the winter I just pieced away at it, and I took the tank and the side covers in, and I cleaned them and sanded them up and got them prepped and took them to a painter and had him shoot a couple of coats of fresh paint and some clear coat on them, and got some new badges for the side covers and put that all back together. The kickstands were both really rusty from being on that concrete for all these years, and so I sandblasted those and got them powder coated along with the castings that hold the foot pegs and the chain guard. Also I sandblasted and powder coated, and went through the wiring and didn't find any real trouble. Everything seemed to be working. Any connections that looked corroded at all I took apart and cleaned out real good, and then I put some good electric piece from corroding anymore, and put in plugs and a new battery, of course, and a throttle cable and a clutch cable, and just did a bunch of maintenance, checked the valves, checked everything, got it running as best as I can, and so I'm ready to move it on down the road to somebody that wants to ride it, because I can't. And so that's where it is. It's in west of the cities, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I'd love to talk to you about it or show it to you if you're interested. Here's some of the things that I did, if you can check and see what all happened. Thank you.